So I will be starting. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chalakaya Chakshun Unmitam Ena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapa Dhantikam. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Roma Padaswami Iti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. So we are continuing on this book, Nectarean Ocean by Sachinanda Swami Maharaj. So we are on the uh, currently we are on page, I believe, 119, and yesterday Mataji covered on first para. So I will be starting on Shraddha Nama Bhasa, faithful chanting. The cause of the four additional kinds of Nama Bhasa mentioned above is the lack of real faith in Krishna, Shraddha. Shraddha Nama Bhasa, on the other hand, refers to faithful, yet not pure chanting. This stage of chanting, although yet covered by anarthas, unwanted desires, establishes sambandha gnana, attraction for the holy name develops, and if one steadily continues to chant, he attains the platform where his anarthas are nullified. Finally, he attains the stage of pure chanting. Namabhasa with little offenses. Even chanting with little offenses, aparadas, is sometimes counted as Namabhasa and not Nama Aparad. Only when the offenses are very severe, they completely extinguish the effects of chanting. As long as one is chanting on the Namabhasa stage, one can further progress on the path of spiritual advancement. As already explained on the page 112, there are four kinds of aparadas which really have to be avoided by those who chant Namabhasa. These are offenses against the holy name, against Krishna himself, against his devotees, and against other living beings. It is very important for a devotee to behave gently even towards non devotees. Material attachments, the cause of all offenses, simply disappear by continuing to chant the holy name of the Namabha stage. By continually chanting the holy name, the well wisher of all, one becomes freed from offenses even against the holy name itself. Quoted in Sri Bhajana Rahasya Ditya Yama Sadhana. Distorted and real Namabhasa. What has been said so far should encourage us to continue to chant with full faith, even if we are still on the level of Namabhasa. The process of chanting itself will purify us of the offenses and promote our spiritual advancement. In this regard, it is very important to recognize the motivational and mentality that is behind the particular offense against the holy name. Therefore, two further kinds of Namabhasa have to be distinguished. Pratibimba Abhasa, distorted Namabhasa. Pratibimba Abhasa refers to people who have deeply rooted attachments, such as material success or liberation, strongly determined to further pursue them. They take advantage of chanting the holy name for the attainment of their material goals. As mentioned earlier, one of the effects of chanting is to become peaceful and to lose anxieties and worries. To this end, they chant. They aspire to remain in material life but without worries and anxieties. Such people cannot be purified, they will remain on the stage of attachments. The example of a sun reflected in water has been given. When the sun disperses the clouds and shines on a pool of water, a distorted sun is reflected. Similarly, the chanting of the holy name is distorted by being reflected in a material mentality. The best example are yoga groups that practice self invented methods of chanting, mixing it with material psycho practices. Like, for example, hyperventilation. They abuse the holy name for bodybuilding, then try to force spiritual progress by their material power, but are not willing to give up their material attachments. Since the determination to stay in material life is the initial motive, there is no real advancement, even if one chants with attention. Chaya Abhasa, real Namabhasa. Real Namabhasa is performed out of ignorance or weakness in the heart. All anarthas which are still left at this stage will be rectified in due course of time. by continuously chanting the holy name. Thus, the decisive factor is our motive to chant. If we chant with the desire to turn towards Krishna instead of wanting to improve our material circumstances, then we chant Chaya Abhasa and are on the right path towards pure chanting. We conclude this chapter with a song in which Bhaktivinoda Thakur praises the glories of the holy name. Sri Nama Mahatya. Okay, bro, I'm continuing. Krishna Nama Dhare Koto Bal. विषया वशना वशनानाले मोरचित्त सदा ज्वाले रवि तप्ता मरुभूमि सम कर्णरन् कर्णरंध्र पता दिव्या हृदि मज्जे प्रवेशिया वरिसोय शुद्ध अनुपम हृदयो होइते बोले जीवार अग्रते चाले शब्दारूपे नचे अनुक्षण कंते मोरे बजेस्वरा अंगा कंपे तरा तरा स्थिरा होते ना परे चरण चक्षा चक्षेदरा देहे गर्मा पुलकिता साव चर्मा विवर्ण होइलो कलेवरा मूर् मूर् मूर्छिता होइलो मान प्रलयेरा अगमान भावे सर्व देहा जरा जरा कोरि एतो उपद्रव चित्ते वर्षे शुद्ध द्रव मोरे दारे प्रेमेरा सागरे किचु ना बुझते दीलो मोरे तो बातुला कोइलो मोरा चित्ता वित्त शब्द हरे लोइनो आश्रयजार हेनो व्या व्यवहारतार वर्णिते ना परे ए सकाल कृष्ण नाम इच्छा मोया जाहे जहे सुखी होय हे मोरा सुखेरा संभाल प्रेमेरा कलिका नाम अद्भुता रसेरा दाम हेनो बाला करये प्रकाश इसत विक्षसी पुना देखा निज रूप गुना चित्ता हरि लोय कृष्ण पास पूर्ण विकसिता होय ब्रजे मोरे जया होय होइला होया देखा मोरे स्वरूपा विलास मोरे सिद्धा देह दिया कृष्णा पसे रखे गया ए देहरा कोरे सर्वनाश कृष्ण नामा चिंतामणि अखिला रसीरा कानी नित्य मुक्त शुद्ध रसामयी नामेरा बलय जता शावा हो शबलो है होय ओता ताबे मोरा सुकेरा उदय so last para I mean like last page of this chapter. So I will be reading this so 8 points. I think these are questions, Prabhu. I will stop here. We can conclude. We can discuss the questions.
Okay, we can do tomorrow, bro. Okay, that's okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. So the conclusion point is that we need to chant with faith. Without faith, it will be difficult because if you are not developing the faith, uh, the pure taste of the chanting will not get. Uh, The first one, Shraddha Nama Basa, it is referring to the faithful chanting. Although it is not pure initially, we will have some attachments, some anarthas. By slowly, upon continuously chanting, those anarthas will be nullified and we will attain the pure chanting one day. And also Nama Basa with little offenses, like initially like offenses, like aparadhas, those are there, but again, those will be nullified as long as one is chanting on the Namabasa stage. One can further progress on the path of spiritual advancements. And next, we need to put some effort in our mental attachments to remove those attachments from ourselves. We have a lot of attachments with the different material desires. But we will think most of the time, okay, by chanting, I will be free from all those things. So I will have some material liberation or material things so that I can enjoy. So we need to remove those from our mind. Of course, when we are purely chanting, when you have pure taste, those will go automatically. But initially, we need to put some effort on it, uh, so that these worries and anxieties can also be removed. Because most of the people in next paragraph is this that pratibimba abhasa, distorted namabhasa. That means in the materially people are making their own rules. Oh, that by chanting, we won't have any worries and anxiety, so that I will be continue chanting. So that is also a kind of material desire only. I mean, like you are free, you want to free from the material desire so that you will have some more sense gratification. So that is not ultimate motive. I mean, like we uh, we cannot continue also in that way. I mean, like because there is no faith and we don't know why we are doing and bringing up all extra practices. So like yoga groups, they will do like the example in the yoga groups that practice self-invented methods of chanting, mixing it with material psychophysical practices, like for example hyperventilation. So those kind of things are like distorted namabhasa. So we should avoid those things. And next thing is that uh, performed real namabhasa is performed out of ignorance or weakness in the heart. So we need to come out from that ignorance. Always we need to be prayerful. We need to chant continuously so that please give me the real taste so that we can please. It's a loving exchange. First of all, chanting is also loving exchange. So we are doing to love in the love of God. So not for all the extra attachments, to remove all these attachments or to free from all these anxieties. Yesterday also Maharashtra very good example. These material ups and downs will come continuously, but we need to be nishtha. We need to be very constant in our faith and our practices and devotional service. So this is the primary that is the primary focus. We need to focus on chanting. So